Hi, I'm Danielle and I'm the founder of The Joyful Edit. Welcome back to my channel. I'm sure most of you kind of went back to work today after the festive period, so I hope it's all gone really well and you are being really kind to yourself. Today I smashed my morning and I've just been doing a little audit as to how good my sleep was and what my energy's been like and how good I feel. And it was up there as a 9. So I woke up and I just felt so good. I had a really good night's sleep, and I realized after doing all this self-development over the last couple of months, I really started to realize how important my sleep is and how much that affects the next day. So I've made it a real priority to make sure I get into bed early and I unwind and relax so that my body's ready to sleep. So this morning was amazing. And this afternoon, I have been working on something which is something I want to make part of my new identity. So one of the things I want to start doing is facing things head on and not procrastinating, because I realize by doing those things, it adds to so much stress. And as part of the work that I did, we went through the energy givers and energy takers, and an energy taker is definitely stressful situations that could have been avoided or dealt with so much better. Sometimes you might still have to deal with the situation and it might not be pleasant, but it's going to be so much worse and so much more stressful if you don't deal with things head on. So that is the new identity that I am ready to embrace and take on. So as a way to work into doing that, I have spent this afternoon going through some of the to-do lists that have been on there either for quite some time or are that really critical and I absolutely do not want to do. And so don't go thinking I've changed my mind and I love these things. No. But I realise how important it is to my well-being and my health. I want to spend my time more intentionally rather than going back and forth and wasting unnecessary time when I don't need to if I just deal with it straight away. So there's so many benefits of just dealing with things head on. And I just kind of wanted to give you some of my kind of top advice to help you deal with these things moving forward so that you too can also be the type of person that does face things head on and doesn't procrastinate and therefore lives a really stress-free and easy life, because that is absolutely possible if we just do the things that we know we need to do. So number one, I want you to reframe your thinking. So rather than thinking, oh, I wish I didn't have to do this, and creating some negative energy, I want you to say things like, I am so grateful that I am doing this because it means that I'm alleviating my stress, that I'm working for the greater good and for me to be the person that deals with things head on. Or another thing could be, I'm so grateful that I have to deal with this, in my case, my dishwasher, because it means I actually have a dishwasher to clean my plates. So I want you to start reframing it so you are talking about it in a much more positive way, because honestly, that will completely change your energy and your vibe. The second thing, don't get frustrated with the other person on the phone. So I have been on hold this afternoon for at least in combined 1.5 hours at least. And so that is incredibly frustrating. But you know what? It's not their fault. So I don't want you to get hurt up and get really frustrated and annoyed with them, because it's not their fault. And also, let's not ruin someone else's day by being unpleasant. That's not the type of people that we are. So let's just maintain composure, be calm, be patient, and again, focus on the reframe and be grateful for the situation that you're in. The third, save important information to an electronic folder. So I've just started doing this. I use Evernote, and I've started to add things on there what's the company that I need to use for the boiler, for example, because I have absolutely no clue. So I got my boiler sorted and looked at today, and I thought, well, why not use this as an opportunity to write down all the key details that I need to do. So it's just super useful. And then I know that that's the folder I can go back to if there's anything that I need, that's key. And I also have a folder on my phone of a photo album with important documents. So I have things like my bills, like my council tax in case I never need the council tax number. I've got like my Halifax reference, all these kind of things. Or I've got like, I don't know, key instructions that I need. So anything that I need as a picture, I keep it in a photo album, and anything I need to write down, then I just put it in my Evernote folder. And honestly, it's going to save me so much time. And that leads on to my next one, which is number 4. Save numbers in your phone. I don't know if it's just me, but I so often will ring the same number every couple of months or whenever it is. And it's infuriating because most of the time it's so impossible to find this contact number. And I just waste endless time. And because now we use our time intentionally, I am not going to do that anymore. So for example, I try and ring ADHD 360 an awful lot. I don't know why, but that just seems to be part and parcel of having ADHD. And it takes me forever to find the number. So I've now saved the details. It sounds so simple, but so many of us overcomplicate things or just don't do things to make life easy. So I'm here to tell you that we can make it easy. Number 5, have something to look forward to get you through this, because you are going to need something exciting to get you through this. Number 6, do it all in one go. I used to think like doing it every day that it was a good idea, and then I realized it's so unpleasant. So why would you want to put yourself through it every single day? So I suggest, depending on how much you've got to do, just dedicate one day just to get on with all your tasks that you need to do, because then the rest of your week is just sorted and you don't need to deal with this. Because wouldn't that be so much nicer to just spend the rest of our week doing things that we love or that are essential, all these things, rather than doing these things that aren't very pleasant and you know, we'd rather not do and spend our time doing different things. So I've changed my mind and I decided I'm going to do it once a week and just smash it out. And I don't care how uncomfortable and unpleasant it is, just do it in one day, and I'm going to take note of all the things that I've put on there. And I think that will be so much easier. I will let you know how I feel and how I'm getting on, because I think it's just important to kind of, you know, review how things are going and what's working for you. But that is absolutely what I'm going to try. So I want to share that with you. And number 7, frustration is actually a good thing, according to Mel Robbins. So I was listening to her podcast yesterday, and she was saying that frustration is a good thing because it's a sign of growth. And I thought, oh my goodness. So again, it's a case of like, what meaning are you attaching to this, and reframing the situation at hand. So I just wanted to kind of share those things with you, because that has been my day. Like I absolutely smashed it in the morning, and then the afternoon, I figure like, how can I help you in a similar situation? Because we all have these like what feels like endless to-do lists, and I suppose it is an endless to-do list because it's a constant cycle. So it's never ending, and I think we need to stop putting that pressure that we are going to clear our to-do list, because that's never going to be the case. We're always going to need things. It's like food shopping. We're always going to need to buy some more food. It's never like ending. And I think it's just kind of recognizing that so we can alleviate the pressure. So if you are one of those that has lots of things that need to do, and there's certain tasks that are really critical that we are avoiding, it's not going to go away. So, you know, please learn from me and take on board what I've said and just embrace it. And make it part of your identity that you are one of those that deals with things head on and doesn't procrastinate, and therefore alleviates so much unnecessary stress. And I want you to think about how you want to spend your time and your energy intentionally, because we all have control to be able to do that. So I just want to share this with you today. I hope you enjoyed the video, sorry, and that it is giving you some inspiration to how to tackle these tasks moving forward. And I am sending you so much love and so much blessings. I will be back tomorrow. In the meantime, have a wonderful evening, and I will see you then.